The Raspberry Pi 400. It's cheap, it's cute, it's a computer inside of a keyboard. Hello, my friends, Jason here, and welcome back to Linux for Everyone. Welcome home, and welcome to our beginner series on the Raspberry Pi 400. Now, the Raspberry Pi comes with its own operating system, but in this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to load up other operating systems on your Pi 4 or Pi 400. And if you want to learn about video editing on the Pi 400, how well other distros like Fedora 33 and Ubuntu 2010 perform, or what it's like to use this $70 PC as your daily computer, click that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss future videos. As you'd expect with Linux, there are several different ways to flash that SD card with a new operating system, including straight from the command line. But here at Linux for Everyone, we like to keep it simple, so we're going to use the appropriately named Raspberry Pi Imager. It's easy to use and really easy to install for Linux, Windows, and macOS. To begin, grab at least a 16 gigabyte SD card, but remember that your entire OS will live on there, so the bigger, the better. Then go to raspberrypi.org, click the Software tab, and download the imager for whatever OS you're using. It'll download quick, and after that, you just find the file and install it. Standard stuff on macOS, just browse to your downloaded image, click it, and then drag the icon to your Applications folder to install it. Over on Ubuntu, it's a similar process. The site should detect your OS and serve up the right file, which will be a .deb package. Once it's downloaded, just double-click it, and Ubuntu's software installer should handle the rest. Then hit your Super or Windows key, start typing Raspberry, and you'll see the result come up. And hey, if you're not afraid of the command line, an even faster way is possible thanks to canonical guy Alan Pope, aka Popey. Just fire up terminal and type sudo snap install rpi-imager. Thanks, Alan. What's nice about the Pi Imager software is that it will even handle downloading the OS for you. And as you can see, there's a wide variety to choose from. This isn't a comprehensive list. There's a lot more out there to play with, but the ones here are ones that the Raspberry Pi Foundation recommends. Anyway, you can tell this app is really straightforward. Once you've chosen your operating system, just make sure your SD card is inserted, click that button, and choose it. A super important warning here. Before you take that next step, don't forget that your SD card will be completely erased, so make sure there's nothing important on it. If you want to experiment with multiple OSs on your Pi, think about using a few different SD cards since it's so easy to just swap your operating system in and out. And that's it. Short and sweet. We hope you found this video useful. Remember to subscribe for deeper dives into the Raspberry Pi 400, including some distro testing, video editing, retro gaming, and everyday use. Until we meet again down there in the comments or on social media, you guys take care and take care of each other.